Hello friends, this one is about continuous fermentation. So in case of continuous fermentation, as we see that in case of batch and fed batch fermentation, we are providing substrate once, and in other we are providing substrate in intervals. But in case of continuous fermentation, we are providing substrate continuously and removing product continuously. Means the amount of providing substrate and amount of removing product is same. We are again and again continuously we are supplying the product to maintain the exponential phase, to maintain the lag phase of the bacteria, in which bacterial growth is quite high. Means it is this is used for the removal of the primary metabolites. So for example, you can see that this one is the fermenter tank in which fermentation occur, and here this one is the substrate tank. We have added substrate here, and this one is the T1 means time T, and in between the fermenter tank and substrate tank, this one is the controller. We can denote it here with the C. So how much substrate we are adding to this fermenter tank, way that control with the help of this controller by complete regulating that amount of the substrate. So this substrate is adding down completely into the fermenter automatically, and that from here fermenter already there are the bacteria we have added, and this here from here product is again and again converted here, go down, and finally we collect the product in a container. So means we are adding substrate continuously and product is removed continuously. There is complete continuous process. So T1 is the time at which substrate which is added into the fermenter tank initial time, and T2 is the final time when there this conversion of the substrate into the product. So means amount of substrate added and amount of product removed are the equal here, and D is the amount of flow rate, which is equal to flow rate of the substrate divided by the time taken for it. And this whole continuous fermentation completely depends on the exponential growth rate. Means we maintain the growth of the microorganisms at their lag phase. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of this continuous fermentation? Advantages are it is used for the production of many primary metabolites, means extension of the lag phase, which I have said earlier. And there is a healthy maintenance of the culture. Why there is a healthy maintenance? Because we are adding substrate fresh, we are adding fresh substrate equally timely, and there is the removal of the product timely. Means there is the maintenance of the healthy culture. It is also timely process, and there is the complete utilized this is the complete utilized process for the growth of the biomass, like the single cell production, single cell proteins and yeast, etc. Disadvantages is the it is complex process, because it needs huge complex this techniques, and it also needs expertise, because we should require that microbiologist who knows the kinetics of the microorganism, so needs expertise to handle as well as to maintain. And it is also expensive, because huge machines are required. For example, turbostat, chemostats, etc. These machines are utilized to maintain the culture in the lag phase. So thank you very much, friends.